BioShock. It needs no introduction. Released August 21st, 2007, BioShock revolutionized story-driven shooters and left its mark as one of the most memorable games of all time. From its atmosphere to its gameplay, BioShock is still seen by many as one of the greatest games of all time. This is a series called Nostalgia Drive, where I go back to finish the games I couldn't when I was a kid, and in BioShock I'm missing a total of 27 achievements. That's over half of all the achievements in the game, and some of them are insane. The ones I need are Lucky Winner, Maxed All Tracks, and Tonic Collector, Ammo Inventor and Avid Inventor, Historian, more on that later, and then finally Dealt with Every Little Sister Savior, and Seriously Good at This. I'm also missing 5 achievements for upgrading weapons, 5 more for researching enemies with the camera, and a total of 8 different secret achievements, one of which I had no idea would be more difficult than I ever could have known. And just like in my previous videos, I'm going to do all of this without looking up any guides, and with as few playthroughs as possible. With this many achievements left for me to get, I decided to just get on the game and see how many I could get in a single run. The original BioShock has no New Game Plus mechanic, so any achievement I tried to get would have to be done in a single run. By playing on hard, the highest difficulty in the original version, I could get the achievement Seriously Good at This, but for the rest of them I would have to scour every corner of the game to find all the collectibles and resources hidden throughout Rapture. And after the beginning cutscene, I was back for the first time in 13 years. Now as a reminder, I'm playing on the highest difficulty, so be prepared to see some embarrassing gameplay. Dying in this game doesn't actually cost you anything, you just end up respawning close by. But after slamming my head against the wall of splicers at the beginning of the game, I got through the tutorial and it was time to start. The first level is the medical pavilion. Here you get your first little sister, but before that you need the plasmid's telekinesis and incinerate to clear the way. The area is pretty small, so all you have to do is go grab incinerate and then you can get the shotgun too. What is happening? Oh god. After dying more times than I care to admit, I moved on, grabbed telekinesis, and got my first little sister. To get Dealt with Every Little Sister and Little Sister Savior in the same playthrough, I have to save every single one in the game.
No! Thank you.
But before I leave this level and move on to Neptune's Bounty, there's one more little sister here. So that means it's time to kill my first big daddy.
You're ready now. Time to take on one of them big daddies.
Oh god. Oh no. I was not ready for this. Atlas lied to me. Did I get him? Is he dead? Gotcha, bitch. And now I was free to move on to Neptune's Bounty. The goal of this area is to get the research camera and photograph 3 different spider splicers throughout the level. After that, you just end up fighting the guy who wanted you to take the pictures. This level has 3 little sisters, which means 3 more big daddies to take care of. The camera is for researching enemies, so I had to remember to take as many pictures as possible for the achievements. Once I killed Peach Wilkins and got my first weapon upgrade, I made my way to Smuggler's Cove. And this is where I have to pause the video. I haven't actually said a single spoiler for the real story yet, so if you haven't played BioShock, I highly recommend you pick up the remastered version on whatever console you play, because I'm about to give you all the spoilers at once. Ready? Okay. Your goal so far has been to help this guy, Atlas. Him and his family are trying to escape Rapture because the guy who made it, Andrew Ryan, is a goddamn nut. Atlas tells you his wife and his son are hiding in this submarine. So Atlas asks you to help him kill Andrew Ryan.
Now would you kindly head to Ryan's office and kill the son of a bitch?
From here, you have to go through Arcadia and Fort Frolic to get to Hephaestus, where Andrew Ryan is waiting in Rapture's control center. Once you get to him, he reveals you're actually his son, and that you're only 4 years old. It turns out a scientist named Suchong gave you a bunch of drugs to age you up super fast, then brainwashed you to think you lived an entire life. You were also brainwashed to obey anyone who says the phrase, "Would you kindly?"
Now, would you kindly find a crowbar or something?
Atlas is actually a gangster named Fontaine, who faked his death to hide from Andrew Ryan. He's also the one who made Suchong de-baby you and sent you to the surface. This isn't completely out of nowhere though, because up until this point you were constantly hearing about how terrible Fontaine was, and how Atlas is just some guy that showed up out of nowhere. After you kill Andrew Ryan, you fight your way through the housing districts, break your mental conditioning, and then get your revenge on Fontaine. Now all of that is just the abridged version, but this video isn't about the story, it's about the achievements. So from Smuggler's Cove, I go to Arcadia. Here you have to find a bunch of stuff to stop some trees from being poisoned. Including a smaller sub area called the Farmer's Market, this level has 3 little sisters. Along the way I found my second upgrade station, then made my way to Fort Frolic. And now it's finally time for me to get an achievement, Lucky Winner. The idea is easy enough, I just have to hit the jackpot on a slot machine. The game autosaves each time you go to a new zone, so if I run out of money, all I have to do is reset. Oh, I got it.
Yay.
Holy shit. Took like 40 minutes.
Where's your achievement?
There it is. Now that I made it this far, I was also able to craft ammo to get the achievement Ammo Inventor. Then I ran through the level as fast as I could. I found another weapon upgrade station and saved all 3 little sisters in the level. But when I went to go finish, something strange happened.
It is accomplished!
The moment I got this achievement, I knew something was wrong. You have to finish the masterpiece to leave Fort Frolic, which means it should be impossible to beat the game without getting this achievement. I do know it's optional to kill Sander Cohen here, but this achievement is supposed to pop up either way. I only ever remember playing the game once, but I did finish it. Somehow I must not have done it on my own Xbox account. There's a secret achievement for beating each level. That also means I'm missing the ones for Hephaestus, Apollo Square, Point Prometheus, and the separate one for beating the game. So this explains 5 of the 8 secret achievements that I'm missing. For now, I move on to Hephaestus. By this point, I had saved enough little sisters to buy all the plasmid slots from the Gatherer's Garden. This gave me maxed all tracks. After getting the 2 not very well hidden weapon upgrades, and the remaining little sisters, I went on a death spree trying to unlock Andrew Ryan's office. Oh my god, I'm panicking. I'm panicking. Open! Open! I'm gonna die. Damn it. Could you imagine playing this on hard without dying? Once I got through, it was time for the twist and to give Dad the old 9-iron. While I was going through the housing districts, I realized you could take pictures of the security cameras. That was the only thing keeping me from getting the achievement Prolific Photographer. After another weapon upgrade, hunting some big daddies, and chasing some nitro splicers I found, I got to Sander Cohen's apartment. I remembered that if you didn't kill him in Fort Frolic, then you can get into his apartment for another weapon upgrade. What I didn't remember is that it gave you 2 secret achievements. One for going into the room, but another if you photograph his body. Something I only did to see if it counted as progress for the Houdini splicer. A little side note here, at this point in the story you start cycling through all the plasmids uncontrollably. And it's the most annoying goddamn thing to ever happen in a video game. It also interrupts any animations you're doing and seems to only happen when you're trying to reload. I powered through it until I got to the other half of the housing district, Apollo Square. It's a really small area with only 2 little sisters. I only found 1 weapon upgrade station and then made my way to the final level, Point Prometheus. Your final objective is to turn yourself into a big daddy in order to gain access to Fontaine's lair. I got the weapon upgrade station at the beginning of this level and then started gathering the pieces of the big daddy suit. And while I was getting the last 3 little sisters, I took enough pictures to max their research track. Then, I had finally saved them all. And so once I was completely a big daddy, it was time to tie up all my loose ends. I still needed to finish the research on the bouncer to get 2 achievements. I was also missing 3 weapon upgrade stations for another 2. And finally, there's no way to track how close you are to the achievements Avid Inventor and Tonic Collector, so I just had to keep playing until I got those. I started off by going back to Fort Frolic. Sander Cohen had a key on him for a chest here, so I wanted to see what it had inside. Nothing much, but right near it was a bouncer that got me the final 2 research achievements. Now the hard part. I had to find the last 3 weapon upgrade stations. I'm still not looking anything up, so I decided to rewatch my own recordings. I figured the best places to look would be the levels where I'd only found 1 upgrade station. This means I needed to search Neptune's Bounty, Arcadia, Fort Frolic, Apollo Square, and Point Prometheus. The one I found in Neptune's Bounty was the first one in the game, so I figured that it probably didn't have 2. And Apollo Square was the smallest level in the game, so I figured it wasn't worth checking either. I started going backwards through the game with Point Prometheus first. It wasn't long before I found one hidden in the corner room. This only left 2 upgrades to go and 2 places left to search, Fort Frolic and Arcadia, so I was pretty confident they were there. While I was searching, I ended up getting Tonic Collector, but I still couldn't find the weapon upgrade station. It turns out you need to press this button. I was playing with a friend watching who knew where this was, and he never let anything slip. The only hint he gave me after an hour and a half of searching was, it's in Poseidon's Plaza, which if you didn't know is half of Fort Frolic. After checking this room for the 6th time, I finally saw the button and clicked it, but still almost left the room without getting the upgrade because I couldn't even tell what the button did. With that out of the way, the last place to check was Arcadia. I have no idea how I missed this the first time, because it's next to a doorway you have to go through to beat the level. Oh, I feel so dumb. It's right next to the door. Alright. This only left Avid Inventor, but with no way to tell how close I was to getting it, I decided to just end the game. I did this because without killing enemies, I wasn't getting any more drops to use the U-Invent. I figured if I got to the room before the final boss that the game would give me a bunch of resources, and if that didn't give me the achievement, then nothing would. And so, I set off. Before you have to fight Fontaine, the last thing you have to do in the game is an escort mission. You have to protect the little sister while she stops the harvest from 3 different spots. All this ends with you fighting one last Big Daddy. Alright, I'm gonna be honest here. This escort mission might be the worst one in the entire history of video games, and it's only because of this.
I'm ready. Time to kill. Hurry, time. Hurry, Mr. Bubbles. Don't hurry, Mr. B. Hurry, Mr. B.
After using everything I had to fight all the splicers and the final Big Daddy, I was at the elevator that takes you up to fight Fontaine. And of course, all the stuff laying around was just enough to get the achievement Avid Inventor. I'm gonna guess I didn't get the achievement. Ooh! This means I had gotten every single achievement that I wanted to in this playthrough, except for the last secret achievement, which I still didn't know how to get. All that was left for me to do is kill Fontaine. I'm gonna get this first try. Hopefully. Oh god. Oh god. Hack. What is going on? I don't know what to do. How do I stop it from killing me? Able to turn. He's stuck. Oh my god. Please die. Please just die. Oh my god. Oh! Please die, please die, please die. Oh my god. Thank god. It took me a few tries, I'll admit. But Fontaine was dead, and I should get the achievements Little Sister Savior and seriously good at this.
They offered you this city.
Okay, I'm not sure why, but I didn't receive the achievement for beating the game on hard. I did check, and I was playing on hard the whole time. I never touched the difficulty, so I have no idea what happened. This left me with 3 achievements before I was done with BioShock. Historian, seriously good at this, and the last secret achievement. This is when I actually noticed something. If you added up the gamer score I was missing, I would be at 1000G without the secret achievement. For those of you unfamiliar with the Xbox, that would mean that this last achievement isn't only a secret, but it's also a DLC achievement. I decided it would be okay to look up the achievement description as long as I didn't look up any guides. Brass balls. Complete the game on hard difficulty without using a Vita chamber. Oh no. Vita chambers are the things that let you respawn. This means I have to beat the game on hard again, but this time without dying. It didn't even matter that I didn't get seriously good at this because I always had to play it one more time on hard. For now though, I still need to get Historian by collecting all of the audio logs. So I started up a game on easy. And it's confession time. I used a guide for this one. Listen. In this series, you're going to see me do this exact same achievement a lot. It's always collect all the somethings. They're small, they're annoying, and there's almost always over 100. It would take forever, and it would make this video very long and very boring. So here's footage of me following a guide. I would also like to take this time to give you my usual sappy message that I do in this series. So if you don't like these, feel free to skip to the end of this chapter. Alright, I'm going to level with you. I was a little nervous to make this video. I mean, how am I supposed to follow up 1.5 million views, besides just fixing the subtitles? I really don't know how to handle these kind of numbers. So instead of trying to make videos that can make all of you happy, I'm going to just keep doing what I was before, and make videos that I wanted to as a kid. After all, that's the only person I want to make proud.
But I have made mistakes. One does not build cities if one is guided by doubt.
And now it was time. One last playthrough, 2 more achievements. So I did my best to start off strong and as carefully as possible. By now I was used to the aiming in this game, which felt really awkward at first for some reason. By abusing Electroball, I ran through the ambush at the beginning of the tutorial. I held off on getting the shotgun as long as possible, just so I could prepare for the splicers that attack you there too. It wasn't long before I got the free little sister. I know it's just a game, but harvesting them still felt wrong. I changed my mind. From here, I only decided to fight big daddies if I really wanted a little sister. You really don't need to beat any to beat the game. Once I was in Neptune's bounty, I ran straight to the camera, only stopping to get the grenade launcher along the way. With the camera's damage bonus, I took on 2 of the 3 big daddies in the level. When you die with the Vita chambers disabled, you just get kicked back to the main menu and you have to load your last save. I could just cheese the game by saving constantly, but on my Xbox, this game can take upwards of 90 seconds to save, and that's way too long to be doing every 5 minutes before I fight something. So I decided I wasn't going to save more than once per level. Once I got back to Peach, I killed him and got the first weapon upgrade. Then it was time to watch Fontaine's fake family die again. Arcadia actually ended up being the easiest zone so far. One of the big daddies even died somehow by itself, so I got a free little sister. I had an easy enough time in Fort Frolic too, but I got a little greedy fighting a big daddy. After I got the weapon upgrades, I breezed through and finished the level. I decided to let Cohen live again just so I could get the weapon upgrade later in case I needed it. Then I made my way back to Hephaestus. This is the level I was most worried about. You end up needing 4 of these little things, and they only spawn on big daddies. You can get 2 for free, but that means you still have to beat at least 2 more to finish the level. Once I was done building the EMP, I had to defend this room while turning this pipe. The enemies aren't coming in here. Oh my god, I looked out. With most of the game done, I ran straight to Ryan. Then it was time to start curing the brainwashing. I did have more trouble here than I thought I would, mostly from being low on resources from not killing as many enemies. And it got a lot worse once I started rotating through the plasmids. After over 10 hours, I was finally back in Point Prometheus. I ran straight to the Big Daddy suit pieces because it gives you a 25% damage reduction. With nothing else to do, I set off to finally end BioShock. I hate this already. Now I'm at the final boss, and this time I have a plan. The first phase is easy enough, but for the second, I'll have to rely on security bullseye just like last time. And in the final phase, I'm going to use the electric gel I've been saving all game. Then I'll finally be done. I better get this achievement this time. I'm not playing this again. Oh, is he stuck again? He is. Oh, fuck you. Oh, that noise is not great. Oh, this phase is so easy. I got this. God damn it. Oh, final phase. I got to do it now. Oh, I don't want to die. Hold on. Oh, was it this easy? Oh my god. I'm about to die. Oh my god. Holy shit. I'm done. That is it. I was done with BioShock for good.
They offered you everything, yes. And in return, you gave them what I have come to expect of you.
Don't get me wrong, this game is amazing, and it really does have one of the best stories of all time, but the original still has a lot of problems that the remaster already fixed. But just like with my other videos of Nostalgia Drive, it felt sort of bad to leave the game. And while this might actually be the last time I play the original BioShock on my Xbox, it's not going to be the last time I'm in Rapture. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe so you can watch a new series I'm making. If you love Nostalgia Drive, then you're gonna love this.
Free for all. Can you guys fuck off? Scott, stop grabbing my dick! Stop, motherfucker! Stop, you piece of shit! Nobody did this to you! Fucking stop!